Hi, did you know that we can refer to Plato's works regardless of the translation that you're using? That's right, we managed to do this thanks to the Stephanus Numbers, or the Stephanus pagination, as some people call it. In this video, I will teach you everything you need to know about these numbers so that you can make the most of your journey across Plato's philosophy and works. So, this includes, number one, the origin and purpose of having these Stephanus numbers. Number two, how they work, how they're distributed, what's the rationale behind them. And number three, how they work in practice. We will see some passages of Plato and you will see the numbers operating there as I explain them. And last but not least, also my personal recommendation on which translations of Plato's works to use based on the knowledge of these numbers. Welcome. The Stephanus Numbers are a system of reference for Plato's works based on a 1578 edition of Plato's complete works published in Geneva by Henri Estienne, whose name, when translated or transliterated into Latin, would be Henricus Stephanus, hence the name. And how does this work? Stephanus' edition consists of 3 volumes in which each of the pages was divided into 2 columns, one in Greek and the other one in Latin. And the Greek column was also divided in sections by means of letters from A to E, and very exceptionally, there were fewer letters than that in some of the pages. To understand how these numbers work, let's see an example. Let us take the simile of the cave, or the allegory of the cave of Plato, This is one of the most famous passages of the entire production of Plato, and it's in the Republic, in the work of Plato named The Republic. It's on book 7, which is like chapter 7. Book 7 at the very, very beginning. You can say that, of course, that's a way of referring to the place, the exact place where this simile is located, but we can also use the Stephanus Numbers. So in Stephanus Numbers, the simile of the cave would be located at 514a. That's where it begins. It starts at 514a, or 514a as you prefer. However, that's only where the simile starts, That's where it starts, but where does it end, So with the Stephanus Numbers, we can also refer to the exact place of the beginning of the passage we are interested in, and also the end of it. So using the same system, the simile of the cave is located between 514a to 517a, or 514a and 517a. That's the most common way I've heard it in the English-speaking world. We don't say the full number, just 514a, 517a, and that's it. But there's an extra detail that I find fascinating, and it allows us to have extra precision when we want to refer to specific parts of Plato's works. So using the same simile of the cave, we not only refer to the page and section on the Greek column, we can also refer to the line where the passage is located. And we do it in this way. Same example, the simile of the cave, but this time we will say that it starts at 514a1. That means that it's the first line of page 514, section A. So 514a1, that's where it starts exactly in the Greek text in Stephanus' edition, and it goes until 517a7. 517a7. That means the 7th line of the A section of the page 517 of Stephanus' edition. And why are these numbers important? Because regardless of the translation that you have, you can know the exact place in your own translation. Doesn't matter if it's in French, English, Spanish, whatever you want. It doesn't matter where your translation, which page of your translation a part of Plato's work is. It doesn't matter at all. But as long as you have the Stephanus reference, that's all you need. So in the case of the simile of the cave, if you go to 514a, you're going to find the simile of the cave. It doesn't matter if it's page 72 in one edition or 400 something in some other edition in another language. It doesn't matter at all. It will be the same part of the Greek text translated. But now comes my recommendation on which translations to prefer in the case of studying Plato. Always, but I mean always, prefer the translations that have the Stephanus Numbers on the margins of the text. You will have your normal edition, with the normal page number, etc. That's fine. All books have that. That's great. However, on the sides of each of the pages, you must have the numbers and the letters. Okay, so you will have, for example, 414A, and then there will appear a B, a C, etc. Okay, and then 515, and then A, B, C again. If an edition, if a translation that you possess from Plato's works does not have these Stephanus numbers, chances are that it's not very reliable translation, or, which is it's also bad, let's say, you cannot be exactly sure that the thing that's been translated is exactly at the place or is exactly the thing that the Greek text says. You have no way to tell that that's the case. Therefore, always, and I mean always, prefer the Stephanus numbers on the sides in your translations. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see how I have used the Stephanus numbers in the channel, well, you can check, for instance, my 2 videos on the simile of the cave, exact example that I have used in this video as well. In one video I am reading in ancient Greek. Don't worry, there are subtitles available. I'm reading in ancient Greek the simile of the cave, and at the beginning I use the Stephanus numbers to refer to the exact portion of the Greek text that I'm reading. And at the same time, I have a simile of the cave video translated by me. At the beginning, in the same fashion, I provide the Stephanus numbers of the exact passage that I have translated and provided, this translation for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. I will leave these videos that I just mentioned in the description below. Leave comments, questions, whatever you like. Well, leave a like as well, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you very, very soon with more Plato videos and also Greek videos and whatever that comes into my imagination, okay? Take care. See you next time.